Hello and welcome to Integrity Car Sales and Rentals. Today I'm going to show you how to use one of our Toyota Alphard rental vehicles. So to start with, we have a pretty standard layout that you'd see in most vehicles. You've got your gearbox, your air conditioning controls and your stereo up here. You have an USB port for Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as well for all your navigation needs. Further into the cabin, we have a button just here. It's labeled slope. That button you can leave turned on and in at all times. However, it's in an easy to knock location. So we always recommend just checking that that's turned on. Now, the reason for that is it operates all the stuff in the back of the vehicle. So if you're finding yourself pressing buttons and the ramp's not coming out or anything of that nature, just make sure you haven't knocked that button. It's super easy to knock, so we always mention it. Another thing that you want to make sure is you have the car running whenever you're loading and unloading the vehicle, just to have the power going to the ramp a little bit quicker and also to keep the battery charged up. If in case you do run out of battery and you can't start the vehicle, you will have a sticker on your windscreen or in a booklet in the glove box, and you can give them a call and they will be able to look after you. Of course, make sure you call us and let us know what's going on as well in case we need to organize a replacement vehicle or anything like that. Now I'm going to turn the vehicle on and we're going to go to the back of the vehicle just to have a look at how the back works. Okay, so here we are at the back of the vehicle. We've got a really easy to use system. It's just up and down on the remote. All you need to do when you're unloading is make sure that the vehicle, all the way from the front tires right to the back where the ramp is going to eject, is on a flat surface. You want to make sure that it's flat, you've got no deviations in the road or anything that could cause any of the sensors to play up. So just make sure you're on a flat piece of road, and you can press the down button and let the ramp come down, and it has sensors all over. So all you have to do is press the down button and it will stop when it's ready to. So I've just had the 2 beeps occur there. I'm not sure if you heard it on the microphone, but it's just 2 quick beeps, and that is the system telling us that the car is lowered, the ramp is out, and we're ready to load into the vehicle. So now I'm going to show you how our tie down system works. So in all of our rental vehicles, we have a tie down restraint system like this. This is in all of our vehicles. We try to keep them as uniform as possible. The fitting method may vary. So in this one, we have the L-Track model, and we'll provide another video for the slide and click model as well in case you have that variation. So for this variation, all you have to do to attach it to the floor pocketed mounts, and as you can see, we have them all throughout the vehicle. Depending on the size of the wheelchair, you can use any 4 of these. You must use 4 at all times to properly anchor the wheelchair down. You can use any 4 of these. As long as they're attached to the wheelchair, you're all good to go. So to place this onto the mounting point, all you have to do for the placement procedure is to make sure that these pieces here that move lock into the teeth here. So we're going to push them down. This is going to pop up, and then we're going to slide it inwards, and that's going to lock into place. And I'm going to check that, wiggling it back and forth. You press this little red latch here. That will unhook the belt, and then you can hook it onto the wheelchair using the little handle to tighten it down. Usually you can hook the front 2 and leave them and just tighten them up on the back, so it makes it a bit easier. And you must make sure, as I said, you have 4 of these hooked onto the wheelchair. Now for the seat belts, depending on where the chair's gonna be, you have a spot here and you have a spot just there. For the rear position, the seat belts work in a crisscross fashion. So we have our lap belt here, just pops out of this little shroud into a standard seatbelt buckle here, and then we have the shoulder belt here. You'll note that we have 2 buckles with a little side piece. This will come in all of the vehicles where required. They are detachable. Please leave them attached. They are a single piece. You want to use the second tongue here. So this one right at the end, ignore this one. This is for your fold down seats if you're gonna use them. So you just wanna use this tongue here into your little seat belt down here. And that will create your full harness to make you legal on the road. I'm also going to show you just further into the cabin, the seatbelt locations for the forward spot. Got your belt buckles down here on the floor, and they're just on this pillar here. So as mentioned, you have your shoulder belt in there, and then you have your lap belt in here, like that, and that creates your forward spot full seat belt, and that is what makes you all legal to travel in the vehicle. Now, to bring the ramp up, it is just as simple as bringing the ramp down, and that is by pressing the up button. Now, as you've just loaded the vehicle up, you may have a wheelchair here, you may have luggage. Just make sure that there's nothing in the way as the ramp goes up. So just keep an eye on it as it's going in. Once again, you'll hear a double beep when it's all stowed away and ready to go. If you release the button and you have a long sustained beep, it means that the ramp's not fully closed. You may have luggage or something else in the way. There we go, I've just had the 2 beeps occur, and that means we are all good to go. We just have a manual tailgate. I'm gonna close that, and we're just gonna go around to the front. I'll show you a few more things just on the front of the vehicle to take note of. So down here you have your fuel latch. Closest to the door is the way I remember it. Closest to the steering wheel is for your bonnet latch. You've also got a push down foot brake. So this is, unless you've driven certain cars, you'll usually have a pull handbrake or maybe an electronic brake. In these vehicles, you have a push down foot brake. This is your handbrake or emergency brake. You push it down, it will click and lock into place. You'll get the usual handbrake light on your dash. And to release it, you just want to push that pedal down and it will pop back out. This is located just above where the left footrest is. I think that's it.